Right, so I'm in Bronx, New York. African weddings is not a big thing online, and if you're somebody who has been following or been watching, at least you have seen just one video from this guy right here, Maxwell Jennings. So Maxwell, how did it start for you?
Well, it goes way back. I think 8 years ago. I wasn't really into photography or videography back then. It was more of I was finding myself, finding my craft. I needed something to do, and then I think God did something special in my life, and that's where I am. I'm here now.
So I mean, we're not into photography. How did it suddenly just happen? Was it something you saw that was like, hey, I can do this? What was that one thing that pushed you into?
The one thing that pushed me was, I would say when I got to the field. Okay, I don't know if you guys know Mr. CNN. Mr. CNN, he's been doing this for a while. I think a day he had a gig, and then he had invited me to help him out, to print out pictures and stuff like that. So I think when I was doing that, and I think he got overwhelmed with work, so he gave me his camera, to hold on, and then he gonna go give the pictures to somebody else. So the guests were coming to me, like they saw me holding the camera, and I was like, "Oh, can you take me a picture? Can you take me a picture? Can you take a picture?" So I'm like, "Okay," I didn't want to look like I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll take you. I'll take." And then they look at the picture. Oh, that's nice. And the way they were reacting with me taking the picture, I was like, "Okay, I like this." I feel like I can do that with me. So that's how I started. Yeah.
And the video bit came in at what point?
Okay, the video was a bit different. My friend was a musician, and I think he was doing a music video, and he had invited me to come along. And then I liked that whole aspect of how it was going on, so I wanted to try myself. And then I started shooting video. I wasn't doing no weddings, but it was music and just behind the scenes stuff I was shooting, and I liked it. And yeah, that's why I started.
So a lot of it has been self-taught.
It's self-taught. No, I haven't gone online. Everything is just what I see, they get a camera, what I want to do, and then I just implement it.
Great. So you started doing mostly events, video shoot behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, not weddings.
Not weddings.
No.
But then weddings is now like the one thing that everybody knows you for.
Yes.
At what point did that start?
Yes. Okay. So when I developed like the camera, when I became handy behind the camera, holding a lens, shooting, I decided, I wanted to put content out so people can see what I was doing. And I was invited to a wedding that my friend was taking part of, and then I took my camera with me. I wanted to, maybe record and do like little video clip for me so I can put on my YouTube so people can have I could have content on my YouTube. So I went and I was recording. I did behind the scenes, and I put the video out, and it got a whole bunch of good reviews, positive feedbacks. I was like, wow, I liked it. So then I was looking for weddings to shoot. Every time I look out, I see anybody doing a wedding, I hit them up. Like, hey, I'm starting up my video. Can I come do your wedding? Don't pay me. I'll just, do a little clip for my YouTube. And then they gave me opportunity. I was doing it. So I was begging people to shoot their weddings for them. And then that's how.
So you see, sometimes it's not all about money. It's about the exposure and all of that. I remember the first time I think I saw you on Facebook or so. And then the name was Maxwell Jennings. It didn't sound anything Ghanaian. And then I think you inboxed me and you made me know you were Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Who are Ghanaian?
Oh, of course, more Ghanaian. From
Nanase. Cool. So I also once went to your website and I saw your rates. Charlie, the rates this man is charging is not easy. It's not easy. He's a rich man.
Oh, man. I've been trying.
So when it comes to weddings, it's not just capturing it. And when we look at yours, it's like the angles matter, the way you present it matters. So when you're covering, what's in your mind? Do you have a storyboard in your already and you say, let me present this wedding this way or that way?
Okay. Okay. With me, every wedding differs. When I get into a wedding, I just like to see what I want to produce. I have this image in my head of how I want the story to go. I like my stuff to look unique, to look me. So that's why basically I don't watch a lot of, other people's work. So I want my stuff to be unique, different, that nobody's seen before. So when I go into a wedding, I just have this images how I want the groom to do this. So I just tell them what I want them to do, and I just put it together, and that's how I tell my own story.
Do they sometimes also have an input, like you want it this way? And
oh yeah, definitely. They definitely do have inputs. I do it their way, and I do it my way, and then they end up liking how I do mine. That's how now. Before when I first started, it was a lot of a lot of situations were like that. They were strict because I was new. They didn't know if I was capable of doing it. So when I would shoot, they would tell me, oh, they want their work to look like this, to do this, and I'll do it for them, and I'll do my own separate way, and I'll put it on my channel, and then people will like that one, and then they'll be like, oh, I like that one, and then they end up going for that style. So now when people come, they don't really tell me what they want their video to look. They know what they're coming for, and then they trust my craft, and that's what I create for them.
Good. So who would be your worst kind of client, like couple?
I don't think I have any.
In terms of experience, somebody was giving you like hell, without mentioning names, but maybe the experiences.
Weddings itself are stressful. It's not easy, but we make it work. There's a lot of experiences that we've gone through, and I can't say the worst, but there've been situations that happen. But every wedding I love weddings. It's a beautiful moment.
And give me like your top 5 best weddings that you've covered. Maybe from the decor, from...
You're gonna make my clients kill me.
No, don't mention it. Oh, no, you have to mention it.
I have to mention this one. They have to mention it.
Or just tell the unique things that make these events special.
Okay. I like couples that are fun, that are not scared to, explore, do things, that are not worried about what people say. I like couples where they give me 100% creativity to do what I want. And then I like the decor is very important. A nice decor, venue. If you have a dope venue, then, DJ, you need a good DJ, dope venue, and the guests. The guests sometimes make the wedding, fun.
All right. Because you have clients who don't want to mention names, I'm going to go back to the same question, right, in a different way.
Okay.
So, I mean, most of the time you put some of the content on your YouTube. And which ones, the top 5 that people really loved, the ones that you had the best reviews for, and what was special about these ones?
Okay, I think my most viewed wedding on YouTube, I think it has about 3 million now. That was not Ghanaian, it was a Nigerian wedding. And I think, and then the next, it was Ken and Eze, yeah. It was a Nigerian wedding. It was really, 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 really dope. It was a year ago. Yeah, it was a really nice wedding. 3 million already. Yeah,
great. And so I have to ask this question. What's the difference between a Ghanaian wedding and a Nigerian wedding?
Ghanaian wedding and Nigerian weddings. Well, they all have a lot in common, but I would say that Nigerians just like to show money. They like to show that they have the money. I think that's one of the differences, the major differences. Like the Nigerians show they have money. With the way they spray the money, they spray more money than I've ever seen in a Nigerian wedding. I mean, a Ghanaian wedding. So I think that's the only difference. The show of money. Yeah.
Good. And so you're based in New York, but you work quite around the world. Have you been booked for events outside the US, in Ghana, etc.?
Okay, I'm yet to do a wedding outside the US, and that's a process that I'm working on. I'm yet to do that, but so
people
far,
do show interest.
A lot of people show interest, and don't worry, guys. I'll be doing international soon.
Is it the money that there's? Because, like I said, I've seen the rates.
No, I mean, some people are just not worried about that at all. But it's gonna come. It's gonna happen. I shoot all around the US. I've shot a lot of weddings in the US. So yeah.
And beyond, aside weddings, you also do events. I've seen you cover concerts and all of that.
And music videos. Yes.
So between all of this, which ones do you like the most? Which gives you the most excitement, the most challenge as a creative person as well?
Okay, the most challenge, I would say, is music videos. But the most fun is weddings. I love shooting weddings. I love it.
Great.
Yeah.
And one thing I like about your channel on YouTube, for instance, is how professionally, whatever song you do, you credit, you put all of that in there. Also, do you get the consent of the couple before you put them online?
Yes. Before I shoot your wedding, you know, I have a contract that I send out, and the contract states that I have to show the work that I'm doing for you so that I can, you know, get more work for myself. So when it's part of the contract that I get to show the work that I do. But some clients will, you know, particular will want to be private, and they will want to, you know, work on that, and I accept, and I will just keep them private. So not every wedding that I do get to be on YouTube.
Great.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to book you, how would they get you?
They can either go on my email me. It's the easiest way, or just the website. The website has all the prices there. You can choose whatever price you want.
Can we bargain?
The prices are non-negotiable, but you can create your own package, and then I can give you a price, and based on the package that you pick.
Great. Chale, it's been fun talking to you. We wish you all the best. I mean, anytime I check your page out, I'm excited. I'm proud that the Ghanaian brother is rapping and doing so well.
Thank you.
So, Chale,
thank you so much, man, for coming to see me, man. You're the man himself. Bless. Thank you, guys.